Hey everyone, my name is Sean and this is Sean Stocks. Welcome again to my channel. Today we're going to continue talking about our beautiful underdog lucky stock, one and only CLOV, CLOV. This is my 55th video on CLOV. I hope everyone has been enjoying my coverage of the stock so far, coming all the way back from May 2021, where we saw an uptick of the stock going all the way up to the highs of $28.85, back down to this great buy the dip opportunity that I personally am taking advantage right now in the $8 range. Let's go right into this stock and talk about first the movements of the day. Check this out, okay? We started off the day at $8.57 freaking cents, okay? That is pretty good up there in the $8.50 range. And today seemed pretty dang flat, okay? An overall decrease of about 7 cents from the beginning of the day. We opened up, but boy oh boy, throughout the day, as you can see here, I have these trend lines because we had high opportunities right here, went all the way up 3.85% very early on in the beginning of the day, all the way to $8.88. That was really good intraday high. Right back down, a little bit of a roller coaster have here. I'm going to talk about that later. Back down to $8.43. Saw a little bit, maybe a George W right here forming, going all the way back up. And this percentage right here, check this out. This was right about the same 4%-ish around there, getting back up there to, let's see, $8.78. So overall, really crazy morning. I was live streaming this morning, and that was really dang crazy watching all that occur. We, stayed above the VWAP for a little bit amount of time, but then finally we started dropping below and below, and kind of, basically went back where we started, ended the day off at $8.49, 7 cents below where we started the day. So kind of a bumpy ride here and there, but overall, like in the sense, kind of flat in a way. But according to the previous close, we went down 2.75%. So again, still a lot of room for this to recover. When we take a look at the volume, we have 15.91 million with an average of 57. I was expecting a lot more earlier in the live stream. I was thinking maybe 20 for the volume, but no, we had 15 million for the day. When we take a look at order flow, zero. We're back to zero for order flow. You can see that. So maybe we'll have a couple, again, more zeros coming up really soon. Not a lot of large scale orders. I was talking about the order book today. See a lot of shares, plenty of share walls here occurring, buy and sell walls occurring throughout the day, and that was definitely interesting. Especially we saw 50,000, I think, at one point. I think it was like $9 or $8.80 or something like that. 50,000 shares for a sell for the ask, right? And so again, some of these I think are kind of fake, but everyone has their difference in opinions. When we take a look though at overall the short interest percentage of the free float, we can actually see that we have 19.58% is the current short interest percentage of the free float. A little bit of a drop from 3.42% from the previous day. But again, if you take a look at this, we can see that we are well above that kind of like dip area to 12% that we were in for a while there, for a couple of weeks, from July 19th all the way to August 11th. So we're glad to be out of that. When we look at the cost to borrow average, we're sitting at 4.63% versus the cost to borrow max 6.93. The days to cover still above 1 day, 1.10 days. Really happy. Hopefully, again, with the low volume, we'll see that continuously to increase, and the utilization rate is at 99.11%. So, again, overall pretty good. We're going to take a look at the options chain. But before we do, if you like this video so far, please smash that like button for me. It really does help. Also, subscribe and ring the bell so you can get notifications on my upcoming videos. I really appreciate that as well. Looking at the price, we know we're in that $8.50 range. We were under that $8.50 at closing by 1 cent, so this is not going to be in the money according to today. So right now we're trying to have this little bit of a battle for the $8.50. I don't think that the $8 range, I don't think we're going to get there. Hopefully not by tomorrow. I think that hopefully we go the opposite direction, because I know I have a lot of viewers that really have a good amount of options in the $9 range. So maybe that will occur, hopefully. But you never know. Options is kind of risky. We want to hold shares to a certain extent. You could lose a lot of money playing options, but sometimes you could do really well, especially if you start in the money with them. So again, looking at it, we have a high open interest, 21,000 for 9, 16,000 for $8.50. So again, a lot of open interest, and a lot of volatility for these. So maybe we will see it. Maybe we'll see it occur. I would be very shocked if we got well above the $9 range tomorrow. Today we hit $8.88, pretty high, but still not 9. Previous days we did kiss 9, but again, not today. So definitely stuff to keep in mind. One thing that I really want to talk about is this. Clover Health Reddit Ask Me Anything. Finally, we got an answer today. Just a 10-minute read real quick, but I'm not going to go into full detail on this. I'm going to have a link in the description about this for you guys, but as you can say, we had an Ask Me Anything with Vivek and Andrew Toy here, and I highlighted some important key information here. So the first thing is an update on the DOJ investigation. We get this a lot and feel a bit robotic saying we cannot comment on ongoing investigations, but that's the answer they have to give on this. And Andrew definitely reiterates the same thing. It reminds to everyone that as a public company, we actually have to proactively give an update and disclose information in our quarterly SEC filings if there are any material developments regarding legal matters. So that is definitely going to be the place so that we can check on this, okay? Next, they also said that's why we believe Clover Assistant has so much potential. By providing it to physicians, we're able to support them in making more data-driven clinical decisions, which should improve outcomes for their patients or members. If our thesis is correct, we'll be able to enhance the performance of every physician instead of further limiting an already constrained supply. The way it is now is clearly unsustainable, so we have to find a better way. And that was, part of the answer of the physics of the market demand of a different solution. And so let's go down a little bit further. Someone had a question. Alarming Wall 4130 had, what exactly is the business model? MA or direct contracting, or being a software vendor to other MA DC players. So they say, it's a combination of MA and DC for phase 1. We offer 2 models of care, affordable Medicare Advantage plans with extensive benefits, and care coordination for original Medicare beneficiaries through direct contracting, aka we partner with physicians who care for seniors enrolled in traditional Medicare and use the Clover Assistant to manage those patients' care. These models generate revenue based on premiums, which our members pay us to enroll in our plans, and reimbursements, which the government pays us to manage care for our members and aligned beneficiaries. And the Clover Assistant powers improved financial outcomes for us as well. Our medical care ratio, which indicates the percentage of revenue that goes toward medical claims, has consistently been meaningfully lowered for returning members attributed to a Clover Assistant doctor than for members who see a doctor not using the Clover Assistant. So again, another one from Key Fortune 8904. Do you see the Clover Assistant being utilized outside the Medicare or the US in the future? Meaning, is there a potential for it to be a software as a service? And so Andrew says absolutely, and goes into more detail over there, but that is great to hear, saying absolutely, we want to see growth in this company even past just expansion in the United States, and that would be even better to see something like that happen. So that is exciting to hear his answer of absolutely. All right. Someone did say, comment on the website saying that, hey, it sucks, it's not the best, right? And Andrew said, let us know, give us a little hint that a refreshed website that, let's face it, looks much better than it does now is coming. So that is really exciting. Again, public-facing website right there. You want to make it look good. So I'm really happy to hear that, because I've had similar thoughts about the website as well. We got one from Mobama17. How do you market the Clover Assistant to physicians? What is the satisfaction rate or any general feedback on the software. What is the ratio of doctors converting to the Clover Assistant once they learn the product and meet with the team, i.e. what is the lead conversion rate? Does Clover provide a demo or trial period for physicians? If so, what is the demo conversion rate? What do you think is the biggest challenge currently facing Clover Health, and how are you planning on overcoming it? So there was a lot to unpack there. That was a big question. Really exciting to see questions like that. And so I'm going to touch on a couple of the key points Andrew mentions. So that's they mentioned that they give Clover Assistant to primary care doctors for free and pay them substantially more than Medicare rates for what the PCP receives for an office visit. Every single time they complete a Clover Assistant powered visit, we financially incentivize doctors to use our technology because we believe it ultimately leads to a better health outcomes and lower costs. And for the physician experience, since the Clover Assistant is free to physicians and we pay them to use, there's no need for a trial period. We receive also a lot of positive feedback from our physicians. And finally, in fact, for the doctors that use the Clover Assistant in both MA and DCE, the Clover Assistant has a very positive net promoter score, which is essentially the likelihood of a doctor recommending the Clover Assistant to another doctor. Many EHRS have a negative NPS, so that is a very telling metric, and I've heard of that before as well. So overall, definitely a really good read. I'll have that in the description for you all to check out as well, but some of those are basically like highlights about what they were talking about. Great opportunity for us to ask the questions that we need to ask for that AMA, so definitely check it out. Next, on Andrew Toy on LinkedIn, he did have a little bit of a post. I am frequently asked why Clover Health started a health plan as opposed to a software startup that made Clover Assistant and it sold it to health plans. My answer, this would likely like trying to sell electric car batteries to the car industry in 2010. If Tesla had tried that, they would have been told there's no market for electric cars. It's easier just to make money by improving miles per gallon or building hybrids. The same is true in the healthcare industry today. It appears that many healthcare executives and payers are not actually focused on data or software to help their business. Just as it was easier for car execs to stay on gas, many health execs seem to find it easier to just keep focusing on narrowing their networks, pushing risk onto physicians, and collecting revenue from either the federal government or employers. There's profit to be had there after all, but it's also very short-term, local maxima thinking. And so so again, he goes into it a little bit more, but again, talking about Tesla, I mentioned this in my previous videos, maybe this is kind of like that, a hyper growth company. Maybe it has a lot of opportunity for Clover Health to start up as well. It's like Amazon, it's like Tesla, it's all those different companies. So again, that's a fun little comparison. I'll also have that link in the description as well for you to check out. When we take a look at maximum pain this week, I know we're well above that $8.50. That's really, really good to see. And you take a look at this, and right now we're well above the maximum pain of $8 right there. So keep that in mind, okay? That's really the price that we'll literally see a battle at. I hope that we stay above that. I hope that we are at an $8.50 range, but we will have to see. Also, I do have a Twitter. Check me out on Twitter. I do retweet. I do like posts or tweets that people have, right? So definitely check out my Twitter. It's right above me. It's right above me. Check it out as well. And last but not least, let's take a look at Ape Wisdom to see the trending stocks on Reddit in the past 24 hours. And as we can see, Clover did fall a little bit. Number 13 on the list. We got a lot of other stocks that are definitely getting a lot of headwind right now in the short term. I got Peloton up there. Haven't seen Peloton up there in a while, but it's coming up there. We got GameStop, AMC, AST, Space Mobile. That's the first time me hearing that one. Up 100 spaces. Palantir, Peloton, of course, BlackBerry, AMD, Alibaba, Nvidia, Tesla, Amazon. Hey, Tesla, Amazon right there. Clover Health Investments. So again, moved down a little bit of a ranking. Sentiment is still high, which is pretty surprising right there. Wish, AMC, GME, again, talking about those stocks that are basically have the similar movements throughout the entire day as this stock that we are following and investing in very closely. So overall, really good to see. And last but not least, take a look at this meme. Look, it's the stock market. I love roller coasters. I really, really do. And absolutely this week, especially today, has been going up and down and up and down. I'm like, where are you going to go, Clover Health? Where are you going to go? So great post. And is CLOV heavily manipulated? With a roller coaster like that, you never know. But 42.9 thousand members on our subreddit. Check it out. I'm in the Discord as well. Check out that Discord. And overall, hope you're enjoying. Maybe I'll continue to live stream in the morning. Check it out. I'll try to be. That's why you want to ring the bell, right? That's the reason you want to subscribe. Ring the bell is so that you can watch my live stream. Today I was live streaming for 3 hours. That was unexpected. I was like hour and a half. I was like, maybe I'll finish. No, I kept on going for double the amount of time that I expected. So check me out in the mornings. Maybe I'll show up tomorrow morning before the bell. Who knows? Especially if I'm recording this episode this early on in the day. Never know. And so let's check it out there. But I hope that everyone's been enjoying my videos that I've been making. If you have, please smash that like button. And as always, I hope you have a lucky day tomorrow trading, you lucky people. Take care. Bye-bye.